There we go. Okay, so I'll just say that again so that we have it for video. So the concussive arrow, you rolled a 16 Constitution saving throw, Solmaz. The DC was 14. Okay. When last we left our heroes, you had continued to explore the Wave Echo Cave. You found yourself in the eastern wing of the cave. And you found this kind of strange mushroom forest. You battled some of the denizens of this mushroom forest. Violet fungus, you had the screaming fungus, you had those like zombie-like creatures, fungus creatures, and our favorite bard, Torque Blippin.
Look out. Look out.
Favorite bard, Torque Blippin, happened to get a case of the munchies and just wanted to just try out one of those blue mushrooms. And with his dwarven constitution, it took a little bit of time for it to work its way into his system, but the spores kind of reacted with him, and he now finds himself under the control of whatever strange invisible creature that is also in this forest. So Torque has turned on the crew and is now forced to fight the soup troop, his bosom compatriots. And so Silmaz tried to use the concussive arrow to try and knock him out. But Torque was fast enough and pulled his shield, and it just kind of exploded. Silmaz was able to shield their eyes, so was not dazzled by the arrow. And it is now Beastma's turn. So the layout is Beastma and Astra, Ivavi, Kipper, Ripper, Silmaz, Torque, and then when you last saw the invisible creature, it was somewhere over here, but you're not entirely sure that's still where it is.
All right, I'm going to try to move past everyone. I'll have my longsword and the staff of defense.
Okay.
I don't want to walk in the mushrooms, but I want to walk up to the mushrooms.
Got it. So you want to go like right in here, maybe?
Yeah.
I think once you try and go past Torque here, he may try and swipe at you.
Okay.
But yeah, you want to go ahead and take that?
Yeah, I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Okay, Torque, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Swinging up Beastma there.
That's a 13.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. So you're able to get past, and perhaps it's the just kind of the dopey nature. It looks like Torque is kind of, yeah, just like the zombies, very, very almost as if like a puppet, like his reaction was like a split second too late. Okay, so you are, yeah. So you're now at the edge of the mushrooms, Beastma. You've got
so I want to use a firebolt to start burning the mushrooms. I'll start where I last saw the creature.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to do is methodically burn all the mushrooms out of this space.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, go ahead and roll yeah, go ahead and roll your spell attack.
18.
Yes. Are you using, well, I guess you can't because you can't really see where it's at.
So I'm just trying to burn the mushrooms out of that square, really.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, roll damage for your firebolt.
8.
So okay, yeah. Let's say you do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say you burn like this. Kind of goes up in flames, and you see this creature turn visible for a split second. And it's going to take a little bit of damage too. The screamer mushrooms start going crazy too, by the way. Yeah, so you can kind of see like an outline of that creature that I'd sent you last week. Yeah, I'm just loading up here. Stand by, sorry. Here we go. And then let me... Is this going to... All right, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, music.
Yeah. Let me see.
You know we're viewing your desktop right now, Kendrick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. All my secrets.
All the secrets.
All right, stand by here. That mushroom forest. There we go. The birds. Lovely birds.
Burbs.
Underground cave bird.
Oh. Stop.
If I were to cast
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark on it in the instant I can see it, will that help me at all?
Let me see.
Can you remind me who's up next?
Yeah, it's Twerk and then it's Bobby.
Yeah, Lee.
Yeah, Bobby won't get it. It's okay.
TJ, can you turn the map volume down a little?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, it's way better.
It's so weird that it's louder for you all than it is for me. I can like barely hear it. Okay. Let's go get an action to find it with a lizard trick. Hunter's Mark, yeah.
It seems like I have advantage trying to find it.
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, the target can't be seen, but it can still be located. If the invisible creature doesn't want people to know where it is, it needs to make a stealth check to stay hidden. Hunter's Mark will give the ranger advantage on the perception check needed to find the creature. Assuming the ranger's perception beats the creature's stealth, the ranger will be able to tell where the creature is, but the creature will still be invisible. And the ranger's attacks will still have disadvantage. Yeah. Cool. You have advantage to know its position, but still disadvantage on the attack.
On attack. Okay.
Yeah. But the Hunter's Mark will still help you find its general location. Yeah.
I'm not really worried about it trying to go someplace else.
What do you mean? Okay. So yes, so the mushroom patch is now on fire, and it looks like, yeah, it might be spreading. So each round it might get a little bit further and further. I might roll to see if it goes out at any point.
Okay.
That is that would be something too, since there are certain patches of the forest that aren't totally dense. There's still like kind of a pathway to get through it. Cool. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to do?
Does Torque have a check to try to break it? Can I have Astra try to help him? Just like fly in his face and be like, Torque, come back.
Yeah, you can try. You can try.
I'll have Astra like nuzzle his cheek a little bit.
Okay.
Nuzzle.
Warhammer to the face. Yeah. Right. Torque, roll. Let's see. What do I want to have you roll for that? Maybe not investigation. Maybe insight. Maybe roll an insight with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
You got them spores.
8.
With that roll, I'm gonna say you're probably just more annoyed.
Whoa.
And you're a little bit hungry for owl now.
Oh no!
Okay, and it is your turn, Torque.
Okay. So it's the mushroom's turn to puppet.
Right. So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay, with that roll, this turn you don't attack, but everybody else in the party can kind of see on your face that you're like kind of struggling, and you like come back, and you're like, you kind of like look like you're with it for a second, but then you're fighting it again. So you don't attack, but you're still not free of the effects. You basically kind of like spend your turn trying to fight this sort of weird fungal, sort of like Legion-esque voice in your head telling you to kill your compatriots.
So
And Devavi is up.
Alright. I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And see if I can see an aura around the invisible creature.
All right, let me see if that is going to have an effect. So you cast Detect Magic, and all of the magic items that you have, that you have all acquired, start to glow. However, the invisibility that this creature is employing seems to be part of its nature. not magically induced.
6. Too bad none of us have like a magic sheet of fabric that we could drape over this fucking thing.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, if we had something that was glowing from detect magic, and I could get it onto the thing somehow, then I would be able to point out where this guy was to everybody.
But
Damn
also,
it,
wouldn't the
Droop,
cloth-
where's your crown?
Wouldn't the cloth just be draped over it too?
You know, you're not wrong.
Not to.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, wait, why does it have to be magic?
Hmm. Well, my idea didn't work, everybody.
You can definitely still. I mean, you can ask Bisma, or you can ask the party, like, where is this thing? Because can anybody see it? Bisma can be like, it's in that general direction.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I was trying to more aid Bisma, who is at this point the only one in range to like effectively hit this thing.
Yeah. You can still try to attack where it's at. You just roll at disadvantage.
Well, no, because I just cast a spell. Maybe next time.
Okay.
This is so soothing.
Yeah, I think. Can you spin Ripper around so that he's looking down the tunnel?
Oh yeah, right.
I think I'm just gonna be like, well, guys, that didn't work. Sorry.
It's not magic. Yeah.
It's not magic. It's nature. Does anyone know how to do things about nature? Bye. And my turn's up.
Okay, so now it is this invisible creature's turn.
Oof.
5 feet, 1 hit. Okay. So I think Bisma, you see these kind of the mushrooms kind of, well, actually they're burned, so you don't see them push out of the way. I guess you can just sense kind of this presence that's coming towards you. You know how you like the hairs stand up on the back of your neck when somebody walks up behind you? It's kind of like that same feeling. And you feel kind of a change in the air, as if something's flying at you. Actually, this thing's going to try and bite you.
Oof.
19.
That'll hit.
That's 6 damage of piercing. So you get this kind of invisible creature, just like you feel your shoulder getting pierced. These razor sharp teeth. You take you take that damage.
Youch.
Okay, Silmaz. Were we doing Torque? We were still doing your turn on your turn, right? We didn't shift it to the mushroom.
No, it was still in Torque.
Yeah, it's still on my turn.
Okay. All right. So, Silmaz.
Okay, so let me know if I can do this. So I want to take out. I have 10 pieces of colored chalk that came with my book of rice paper.
Okay.
I would like to crush the chalk, some of the chalk, and then try to throw it at the direction in which Bisma was bitten.
Okay. So, let's see.
You might have to put it in a satchel that isn't
Or-
tied all the way shut and wing it.
Oh,
Or get-
that's a good idea.
Or you'd have to get right up next to it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, if you wanted to try and make a ranged attack, yeah, that would be one thing. If you wanted to try and get next to it, to kind of get within 5 feet of it, to just kind of like disperse this like spread of dust, you could do that. But actually, yeah, because this is still the same round, so Torque already took an opportunity to attack at Beastma. So that's it for opportunity attacks this round.
Okay, yeah, then I will run up next to Beastma.
Okay. Here?
Yep.
Awesome. And so yeah, you kind of crush this chalk and throw it. Yeah, some of it settles on this creature. And let me just send you a picture again so you can remember what it looks like. Unless, is it still in the chat? It's still easily findable in the chat or no? I'll just...
I just remember it being kind of cute.
It's burned into my memory.
Of its cuteness.
Now we need to add its time at the color run.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
There it is, still sending.
When fire is eating the oxygen out of some place, doesn't it create like a vacuum effect to suck the available oxygen toward it? So I guess I could have been wrong. Maybe it would have been vacuuming the oxygen from our cave tunnel to itself because of the fire behind it. Sorry I made you walk up there.
Physics.
It may have made it.
Works out.
All right. Cool. So yeah, this kind of disgusting-looking, monstrous, like fungus with lots of teeth, like a cross between like a quadrupedal shark and mushrooms. Yeah, you can see
what color is it now?
Huh? Yeah, what color is it?
I was thinking that I use the blue chalk.
Blue? You gotta raise your mic.
Oh. Blue chalk?
Blue chalk.
Nice. So yeah, this thing has kind of like this blue, splotchy outline. Okay, and then top of the order, Beastma.
Get it, Beastma.
Want Kipper to run up on it at all? Sorry.
No.
Okay.
I don't think he's ready for that.
I will have Astra try to help me hit with my longsword.
Awesome.
19.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And two-handed, I will stack my planar warrior damage on it.
That's interesting. How do you visualize that as a longsword attack?
I think with just like a wave of force behind the longsword as I'm wiping. Boom! 6. $18.
Oh yeah. So that's 25. No, that's 35. Holy shit. Yeah, this thing. It's with that strike, you kind of like hack into its leg, and you can see it kind of like hunker down a little bit. It's not looking great.
Does it bleed?
There's probably some kind of like goop, some fungal goop, kind of oozing out of it. Yeah.
Can I see inside of it? Like it's not invisible inside.
Yeah, it's not invisible inside. It's just like that outer layer. So yeah, you kind of sliced into it, and there's like that gap. And you can see kind of
It's got like a laceration that we can see.
yeah, yeah, like some kind of weird animal that has long since been overtaken. Okay, so the creature kind of howls in pain, and actually the fire spreads too. So it was now in these 4 squares. So it's now going to go 1, 2, 3 more this way, and then yeah, I think the fire path is traveling this way. The impact of it. I guess I can do that with the pipe cleaners. Basically, it's lit on fire. And the screaming ones, like as they're burning, it's like this weird grotesque, like very disturbing. And awesome, great job, player damage. Torque, Lippin, Wisdom, saving throw for me. 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you shake off the effects. Finally come to your senses.
Whoa,
And
what's that fuzzy taste in the mouth? The tongue's numb.
yeah, your tongue is still blue, like, yeah. And you're actually like, yeah, your whole, like, half of your face is blue, and you're kind of like, oh, what the going on?
You have a blue house.
Oh, and a blue little window?
Yeah, so you made your save, so go ahead and make your turn as normal.
Okay. Then I will attack Avavi. No. I'll run back into the shroom forest.
All right, so you're like, huh, what the heck? What's going on? Oh, okay. We're fighting.
Eat another mushroom.
Did I fight? Don't need to ask any questions. Let's hit something.
Okay, yeah. So you go up and you see this. You see Silmaz and Bhisma kind of attacking this weird, half invisible, kind of half blue chalk creature.
Gotcha. My God, what is this thing? Reminds me of my grade school days, and I hate it. I'm gonna hit it with the hammer for 17.
Nice.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
Cool.
Yep.
And that'll be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Very nice. That is enough to kill it. You kind of
Holy shit.
the head where you think its head is. Its head kind of collapses, and some of its teeth just fall out.
Ooh, teeth.
And yes, parts of it are still invisible too. Ooh, hack. Where's Matthew Trammell?
No.
He wasn't in the room when I left.
Betty.
Betty. How's Betty been?
Meh.
Yeah.
She's good
Uh,
if you don't expect too much from her.
Oh.
Betty.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got the map. No, that's right. We still need
Yeah, we need that map.
Happy map.
Come here. Come here. All right, well, we look for the map. We'll look at Betty. Betty.
Betty.
Betty. Come here. Here. Good girl. No, you're not. You're facing the cats instead of facing the camera.
No, that's okay.
Bye.
Bye, Betty. Baby.
Our other game was really hard for me last time because my character is a jerk and doesn't care.
Unlike this.
Huh?
Different kind of jerk.
Unlike this game.
Yeah, well, different kind of jerk. My character is not personable, doesn't want to talk to anybody, is only interested in you if you're gonna fight him, basically. And we met this really cool, like hideout of bandits that were super chill and cool. And I was like, oh, I want to stay with these guys, but then like I couldn't be the person to like instigate that idea. I was just like, this place sucks. I want to go fight stuff. And then we left.
Do these bandits want to fight?
And we almost had to fight them a couple of times because Amy was like, I don't know if we would win if we like got in a fight. And I was like, oh really? And then she was like, no, we would of course win. And I was like, oh, because I'm a barbarian and that would have put me into a rage. But and then we left.
Oh, shucks. Damn it.
I had to hang out with Larry and what was
Mo and Curly?
Gorby.
Yeah, Gorby and Larry.
Gorby. My image of Gorby in my mind, the cutest halfling you've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
All right. So you just killed this creature. We're out of combat.
Reach in its guts. Take the teeth.
Take the teeth. Actually, I take an arrow and hand it to Torque and tell him to scrape off his tongue just in case. As the person who was attacked the most.
An arrow from the creature?
Like a tongue cleaner, like just
yeah, like a tongue scraper, like.
Nice.
So just come off. It just comes off blue, like after you've had like a lollipop.
So
And
Can we, well, I don't know.
Can
You
I
said
take
teeth.
invisible skin? Can I skin it?
Yeah. Yeah. Roll survival to see how much of it you can get.
You just get enough to prank people with.
How much?
16?
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. Yeah, you can get most of it.
oh,
You can get
How
most of that.
how many yards of invisible skin?
Oh, let's see.
square yards.
Probably a good 9 or 10.
You got
Wow.
9 yards of invisible skin?
You know, it's like, it's not a perfect, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I always buy a yard of fabric, and then I'm like, fuck. So
Oh, wait.
fabric.
how much? Wait, no,
Nothing.
that's a lot. 10 is a lot, isn't it?
No.
Damn it. Now I gotta look up yards of fabric.
This
There.
is 2 yards. You see? 2
Yeah.
yards.
Oh, that's pretty big. Yeah, okay.
I was like, we have an entire. We each get an outfit.
Everybody,
We're gonna make matching
For
outfits.
everyone.
Matching invisible outfits. that
Yeah.
match.
Take it back to the lady who sews the booties for the dogs.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, in that case, now that I know what that's are.
A yard is about 3 feet.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So it's like 27 feet in a square.
How many meters, though, is that?
One.
About the same. About
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, you can probably get a good 2-3 meters. No, 2-3 yards, sorry.
3 yards.
That's enough. That's enough for one cape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's nice. Does anyone have like nature? Can you tell like the durability? Is this gonna rot?
Oh, that's a good. I guess you gotta tan it. Is that what the word is?
Yeah, I guess can I roll a nature check on it to know what I have to do to it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nature 21.
Yay!
Yeah, you're pretty sure that this thing's going to start to decompose. It is fungus of origin, which I guess would make it a type of plant. So yeah, you feel like probably after maybe a day or two, it's going to start to break down.
Okay.
So, and I can determine that, how much of it will break down. You feel like if you threw it in that little ravine with necrotic energy in your manner, that it would probably preserve it a little bit more. It would slow that process down considerably.
Have Astra fly it back to the manor.
Hand it to Droop with a note because Droop can read.
Droop can dip it.
And then bring it back.
And then bring it back.
And you're pretty sure that the Mr. Barthen of Barthen Provisions would probably be able to make something out of it. See it
I
out.
will carefully stash it for now.
Okay, got it.
Fold it so the invisible faces are touching.
Inside, yeah, so I can see it.
So you can see it, yeah.
The viscera, just on the outside.
Yeah. You
Reaching
just got
all
slime
the
on the other side.
Mhm.
Can we take them, teeth?
Yeah, you can take those teeth.
How many teeth?
Roll. Oh, actually, no. I have to roll this. So let's see.
Can you move me up there too so I can take some teeth?
Yeah.
Thanks.
As you kind of wade through this gross invisible viscera, yeah, you can kind of break off about 7 of these teeth.
7 mushroom monster teeth.
Wow, how big are they?
Phantom fungus teeth.
7 phantom fungus teeth. Yeah, how big are they? Give us a descript.
They're probably
yard.
these teeth. Yeah, they're probably like, I don't know, like 10 yards maybe. That was all you, Torque. They're probably like 8 or 9 inches long.
How wide?
Probably 1.5 inches. Some of them are a little bit smaller.
Are they serrated?
No, they're kind of like needle-like.
They look like a.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I try to get some too?
You want to try and get some other stuff?
Teeth? Or is
Uh,
that all the teeth that there was available?
Yeah. So basically,
Okay, I see.
Bobby was going through.
Oh,
There were ones that you were pulling off that were just snapping.
I see.
Yeah.
The mushroom hole kind of freaks out Selma, so it's not like super.
You can probably scoop up some of the goop.
Well, I'm all right. Goop. Does anybody else want the goop?
I don't know, Torque, you gonna eat it?
No. I
He's
don't
going
just
to
put
listen.
random stuff in my mouth.
Torque, knowing that, you now feel pretty confident you know what a blue mushroom brew is going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it's like in Animal Crossing when sometimes you pick up something and you're like, hey, now I know this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, right?
So is the fire still blazing down that hallway?
Yeah, the fire's still blazing down this hallway. It's kind of kind of creeping down this hallway.
Is there screaming mushrooms like in front of us?
There are some to the left still. Yeah, and there are some in this middle path, but all the ones that are here, this is basically like barren, burnt land now.
Torque, are you gonna forage for some more blue mushrooms?
And I can. I've already got a handful of blue mushrooms before I ate the one.
How many do you have total?
It just says handful, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably like, yeah, if you collected a handful, if you had them in a basket or something, maybe it would be like 7 or 8 of them.
Okay, that seems like a good number.
Yeah, and they're like, they're kind of like palm sized.
Mm-hmm. And then I've got a 2-foot shrieking mushroom.
Yeah, it's
You still have
wrapped.
your umbrella?
It's
Your
wrapped.
parasol?
Yeah, I have the parasol, that one that glows.
Is that one?
No, you have one wrapped in a cape. That's the screaming one.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But the only way that I can see is because I'm holding a glowing mushroom because I don't have dark vision.
And that was all the types, so just those 3?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay,
Well, if you count the invisible one, 4.
sure. Good point.
Do you think the goop from inside the invisible one would make an invisibility brew?
I mean, we can try that. I've got 0 empty vials.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Are there spores from the phantom guy?
So that thing was, it looks like it was whatever mushrooms were on that one. Whatever the kind of material makeup of those mushrooms, they were very, very small.
Mm.
And that was those mushrooms were what were creating whatever invisibility.
I see. Okay, I just thought it was one big mushroom because it looked like like
yeah,
a clam, but like a mushroom.
right. Yeah. So
Okay, yeah.
that big one, and then it's covered in little ones.
I see.
Yeah. Let me just double check. Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any reason to go further into this mushroom kingdom?
Yeah.
Look for some tunnels.
Well, Astra knows that there's a hole over there.
Oh, that's right.
Astra's seen that pit.
Do we have to burn the rest of it? Do we have any reason not to? Look for things.
So yeah.
I mean,
once the fire kind of travels to here, where this kind of opens up a little bit, the fire kind of starts to lose its voracity, so it's kind of died out a little bit. So basically, this whole path is clear of mushrooms.
do you think that hole is kind of the same as the other holes? And also, Bisma, are you still tracking that gas silly guy?
I can pick up the trail of the aberration back out. Because it was not going in here, right? TJ was going into the...
He's going that way.
I mean, my firebolt's a cantrip. I can clear the room if we want to take the time.
I mean, if we're clearing out the mine, there's nothing in here that would benefit the people running the mine, really. If anything, it could repopulate and produce more dangers. So,
Yeah, burn it all.
Burn it all.
Burn it all.
Burn it.
Burn it.
Salmars really hates the circles.
Bisma, do you have like the highest arcana of everybody? What's everybody's arcana?
Yeah, probably 4. Plus 4.
Plus 3.
0.
Plus 7. No, I'm just joking.
Oh shit. Bisma, go ahead and roll an arcana check for me.
Did you not do or do not burn it?
Yeah, so you're pretty sure that all of the kind of latent magic that is in this wave echo cave that has not only been kind of perpetrated by Elenthil, but just the natural odd magical quality about Wave Echo Cave has kind of made these mushrooms
Magic.
take on these unusual qualities.
Do I know that they can continue to be dangerous? Like,
Well, if the kind of necromantic element of it is cleared, you feel like they will still be they'll still interact with the kind of latent magic in Wave Echo Cave, but they may not necessarily be so aggressive or
Evil.
right
Does,
So they're,
wanting live flesh.
so they're kind of currently feeding off of some kind of necromantic energy
Mm-hmm.
that's coming from something in the cave.
Yeah.
but to my point, is there any reason to not burn them all?
In case they're filled with good magic when they don't have evil magic, might be worth.
could be a magic mushroom garden. Or, we would own, what, like 20% of this magic mushroom garden?
But if you think about it,
Shrooms are hard to come by.
the only known attribute we know of these, which is not necrotic, is that they will make you succumb to somebody else's will.
Mm-hmm.
That's the blue mushroom. So we don't even want somebody able to sell that or profit off of that, like mind control drug, essentially. Unless you do. Yeah, I mean, unless it's us. Obviously, I want Torque to create mind control drug, and I want us to benefit off of it, but I don't want anyone else to.
The trick is to
on
be
the way out if we feel like
um,
it won't cause other issues.
What if you burn 75% of it?
Oh, we could create a scarcity.
Exactly.
I think Nestle does that with water.
Does anybody have anything to put out a fire in case?
No.
Oh no.
Just curious. You can do whatever you want. Thinking ahead of like controlling a fire once it's started.
Well, we saw how the fire reacted, and it meandered, and then it extinguished itself. So if we are doing a controlled burn here, maybe accompanied by a short rest, then who knows? We could not have to worry about other people making mind control drugs.
Oh, you know what? You if you need, oh god, sorry.
I have that effect on people.
I got a granola from a granola bar stuck in my throat. Sorry.
Wrong hole.
Oh.
I was eating something the other day that went down the wrong pipe, and I'm pretty sure made it all the way into my lungs. And I'm like, what does your body do with those?
If it's a watermelon, you grow a watermelon.
Oh, it was not a watermelon seed, thankfully.
Huh. Whew. What was I saying?
You were saying that we should absolutely take a short rest and burn most of this mushroom down.
Yeah, so just on the controlled burn, you just traveled through this kind of miner's stock room, so you know that you can find shovels, pickaxes, anything you would need to kind of make
Like a trench.
yeah, like a little
Like a fire break.
right.
Fire break, yeah. So we might want to like maybe this whole left tunnel of the 3 tunnels of mushrooms, this left one we save.
Yeah.
So we would need a fire break right next to us, and then we would have to travel through the tunnel and create a fire break up top.
Yeah.
Or even like a vertical, going from, I guess I can't see the top, but going from the...
Well, the top ends in the water.
Sorry, yeah. So this is like a wall, and then this is the bit from here to here.
Uh-huh.
drop off into the lake.
Yeah. So it's a natural fire break.
Right.
I see.
Or we can turn around and like not. We don't have to look at that hole. I don't know. The last hole we looked at, it was pretty deep and it definitely had ghosts in it. So.
Well, I think from what Astra saw, we're going down one of these holes if we keep going this way. So I'll burn to the hole just to take a look down it, see if we gain any information that could inform our decision.
Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to make the fire break before?
Well, if we're just burning, it was mostly burnt up to the hole. We're just gonna finish it off in that little corner.
Yeah, there was just that section of above the hole that was left.
For
I'm just
sure.
gonna burn
Already fire break.
to the right.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you're gonna firebolt to the right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. After a couple series of surgical firebolt blasts,
Pew pew.
I think of it as firebolt. I think of as like if anybody's seen Yu Yu Hakusho, where Yusuke has he basically fires like a light gun. That's how I think of firebolt, where it's just like this little bolt of fire that you fire it and it kind of makes this little explosion. Anyway, I'm a nerd.
You have to say pew 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 while doing it.
It's part of the cantrip.
Yeah. So
That's the vocal element of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you firebolt this section here, and as it starts to burn, you know the shriekers are still kind of making this really malicious noise. Not quite as loud as before. There are a lot fewer of them, and so when you get to this hole, you see that it's not very deep, but it does look like kind of the hovel of the same size as that creature that you killed.
Oh, so it's like
Yeah. So it was
Does he have stuff?
down in there. Do you want to check?
Yeah.
Can I like drop my parasol in the hole?
So it's about 15 feet down.
The parasol you said gave off like 30 feet of light.
Oh
you
yeah.
can hold it over.
Yeah, could I?
Yeah.
Well, it's also 2 feet wide, so it would take up a big chunk. I
Yeah.
can get a new one. There's other green mushrooms in here. I'll just drop it in the hole.
Yeah, so you can actually, you can see down in there.
Ah.
So let's see. I think.
I mean, just march me up there. I just said I was gonna do.
All right.
I'll go with you because I was interested if he's got like a little kitchenette in his studio. Maybe a refrigerator we could keep the skin in.
The beer in.
Oh yeah.
I'll be bringing warm beer.
Got a skin?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Does he have a skin fridge I can store the skin in?
Oh, you guys don't have a skin fridge? Gotta get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can actually. There is some skeletons down there. You can see there are a couple different types of skeletons. You look like maybe a human. There's probably a couple orc skeletons, a dwarf skeleton, and there's something that catches your eye. There's like a glint, a shimmer of something down towards the bottom. It looks like it might be some kind of like wand, maybe.
We're gonna need that wand.
You want to mage hand that thing out of there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I cast mage hand and mage hand that thing out of there?
Yeah, totally. So yeah, you do see that it's a wand, and let me see
I
here.
summon Mage Hand the same way that Beezma summons Firebolt. Pew! And a Mage Hand just goes woof out of my fingertip.
Nice. Where is this stinking thing?
I need the toilet.
So Maz summons a toilet the same way that we summon Firebolt and Mage Hand.
Pew 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 pew.
Oh, yeah. Here. Okay. So actually, yeah. So one of those skeletons actually had it in his hand.
The Mage Hand's just gonna take the hand with the wand in it.
Yeah. So as the mage hand took the wand up, there was kind of like this skeletal hand that rose with it until it reached the apex, and then the skeleton's fingers kind of crumble away, and the arm slumps back down. And there were actually, once it raised it up, you could see that there were 2 rings on the skeleton's fingers as well. And as it raised up and its fingers kind of fell off and disintegrated, it fell back down and the rings both fell down as well.
Can I Mage Hand the rings out?
Yeah.
Mage Hand goes, shoves the wand at Beezma, drops it, hoping that Beezma catches it, goes back for the jewelry.
Yeah, so you pick both of those up, and they are, as far as you can tell, they're 2 platinum rings.
I still have Detect Magic going, probably.
Right. Yeah, that lasts for an hour or 10 minutes.
10 minutes, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably within range still, or within time. So the platinum rings do not glow, but you feel that they're valued at about 75 gold each. And then the wand is glowing with conjuration magic, I want to say. Let me double check that. Handy sheet here.
Can I examine it as well to see if I can glean anything else?
Oh, sorry, it's evocation magic. So I think I looked this up, and I think the way that we've been doing it is I think you need identify object.
To know about it?
Right.
Does my sage, whatever, to know about? I don't remember how that was phrased, but
yeah. So if you don't know of it, you know a library that can.
The answer is there.
Right. Yeah.
Can I roll a history check to see if I had, anything is familiar about it?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
15.
Yeah, so with that, and kind of knowing that this is the history of, the Phandelver's Pact and all of the people that were here, it's definitely some kind of wand of evocation. So it's some kind of wand that will produce some sort of attack.
Okay.
Let's see. So alternatively, a character can focus on one magic item during a short rest while being in physical contact with the item. At the end of the rest, the character learns the item's properties as well as how to use them. So basically, yeah, if you take a short rest.
Okay.
Short rest or the identify spell.
Yeah, we're gonna need a short rest eventually anyway.
Yeah.
Anything else in that hole?
That it looked like that was it. Yeah.
The mage hand is just like scattering the bones and like dusty bone parts around, digging. Very rude.
Does
So
anyone
looking through someone's house.
want, though? Like I'm out of attunement slots.
You're attuned to how many things?
3.
Mm.
Okay. So it would have to be somebody else that would.
I can grab it.
Yeah.
Give it back. Give it back to me.
I think anybody can still identify it,
Mm-hmm.
but you probably, unless, yeah, you wouldn't be able to attune to it unless you de-attune
Yeah.
one of your other items. Yeah.
Am I attuned to these boots?
Yeah.
Is that an attunement?
Yeah.
And then the broad belt, is that also an attunement?
I believe so.
And then the necklace that we all got the pieces of jewelry and whatnot, were those attunement?
Yeah.
Cool. So
Give me the wand. Give me the wand.
Three
I give
things
Bobby the
max.
wand.
max.
Give Bobby the wand.
I have the wand. I'm only attuned to my gold thing.
Mm.
Nice.
And maybe the snake staff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Snake staff, gold thing. Wand.
Didn't you have a crown at some point?
I didn't have it. It didn't work on me. Give it back to the guy.
That's right.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, those boots, by the way, they do a. Sorry to tangent, but they do a multiple of 3 to my jump. Is that high jump and long jump?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep.
How about low jump?
So I can jump. I can jump
Short jump.
57 feet.
It really helps with limbo as well.
Oh
Wait,
shit.
so if you can jump 50 feet, you could go into one of these goddamn holes.
I can jump 21 feet high. Wait. Yeah, height is 21 feet, but distance is 57 feet. That's before I do a psionic powered leap.
Okay, so how long? Okay, I'm gonna make sure that any kind of jumps are at least
1 foot. Under.
At least
But
60
also,
feet.
Yep.
that means that instead of using your movement to like run, you during like battle, you're just gonna jump at people.
It's a
Bounding
Mario.
around.
You're like, I
Well,
got
they're
30-foot speed, but I can jump 60 feet. So
Well, those jumps require. I know that I was just now reading it, and the high jump apparently it takes your movement. But
Yeah.
I don't know if with the boots if the extra movement counts against. I don't think it would count against a normal movement.
I don't think so. No. I don't think that item will hinder you in any way. It can only ever help you.
Yeah. But I do have to get a running start for those distances.
Correct.
I can do half of those distances without a running start. It's pretty
That's
quick.
bad.
Yes, please keep that in the forefront of your mind because
I can just jump down in this little hole hovel thing, start to run, and jump right back out.
yeah, you could have done that
easily.
easily.
I was doing some math first.
Well,
I mean, did the
feel
math.
free to take the lead down the rest of these tunnels, my friend.
I may just do that.
Should we short rest before going down these tunnels? Does anyone need to heal?
I'm
I
solid.
took a hit, so I mean I could.
Could heal a little bit.
I mean, it's up to y'all.
Yeah, why don't we short rest? You want to attune to that or examine that wand?
I'm gonna tune it as wand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to burn out anymore or just leave it?
I have a new toy, so my focus has shifted from my previous directive to the new thing in front of me.
And if they're not actively attacking us, I think Beast Mode would not necessarily eliminate all of them.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, let's leave the shrooms.
Somaz, are you still a little bit worried about these blue shrooms because you were
I just don't like looking at them. As long as we're not looking at them. Yeah, just turn the other way.
Why don't you like looking at shrooms so much?
I don't like the holes.
Well, tryptophobia or something, isn't that
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Makes me itchy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
like a honeycomb?
Yeah.
See, those are my favorite things, but I know many people who hate them. All right, so
And the screaming that comes out of the holes, like, does not help.
doesn't help. All right, I am attuning to this wand. Do I know anything else about it after attuning during a short rest?
Totally. So you know that this is a wand of magic missiles. The wand has 7 charges. And with the wand in hand, you can use your action to fire the magic missile spell from the wand, no components required, and expend 1 to 3 of the wand's charges. For each charge you expend beyond 1, the spell's level increases by 1.
Wow.
You can use this wand even if you are incapable of casting spells. The wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges each day at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles into ash and is destroyed. And it looks very similar to beneath these gauntlets here. It's this.
Oh, it's got a good blade.
Spooky.
Yeah. And then I can send you, I'll send you the information.
Yes, please.
So that you have that as well. Because that's a lot to digest and remember. Okay.
I'm going to burn a hit die while we short rest.
Awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I will, hold on. I'll go ahead and sing a song of rest. So if anyone was using the hit die to heal, you'll get a d6 extra heal.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
I'm good for something, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Almost back to full.
There's a song of rest. It's a short song, but it's so that you have like more time to heal.
Song of rest. Charges. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so you've taken your short rest. You've reacquired any hit points or anything else that you will gain back from a short rest. And the shriekers have fallen silent yet again. So they are no longer making any noise. And you're ready to explore the rest of Wave Echo Cave if you'd like.
Can I start carefully following the trail of the aberration I sensed?
Yeah, definitely. So you start to follow the trail south again. You know that this is where the trail was before. So you're not, you're not following the trail this way.
Yeah.
You just are going back to the original trail point. And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. So let's see. Yeah, so the trailhead here leads south. And I'm going to go ahead and say that both Ripper and Kipper Their hackles are up, and they don't
Oh.
seem very comfortable going down there.
Ah, shit. Torque, can you pull me out one of them green mushrooms again? I threw mine in a hole.
Sure. Or I could just run back and grab yours.
Yeah, you want to do that?
I'll just do that.
Cool.
Wasn't it on top of the staff? Didn't you?
I had put it down the hole. Oh yeah, I did have it on top of the staff, so I probably did just dip it down and pull it back out. All right.
Oh, I thought you threw your whole staff down there.
No, it had the 30-foot thing.
Yeah. Here's your nightlight.
Thank you.
Night.
Nice. Yeah, everything's kind of illuminated in this odd green glow now.
Hell yeah, I can see.
I asked Kipper if he can see better. Kipper, can you see better? Can you see better?
Kind of like has no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, you communicate with them?
Only in like a sense of what is it called?
Like go there or attack that or
Yeah.
entries?
Mm-hmm. I can communicate with certain animals without speaking, like knowing their intentions and whereabouts, but not specifically my companion.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see these kind of these tunnels seem a little bit older than the other ones. I mean, I guess that's all relative because everything is like centuries old. But these don't look as if they were. They look a lot more barren than the other ones. That the other mine tunnels that you saw, had like carts and equipment and stuff kind of littered throughout. These tunnels seem to have been cleared of any equipment, and they're kind of just, they're just a little bit empty.
So like the other tunnels were more recently used,
Right.
I guess.
Right.
Okay.
But Bhisma, you can sense that the tracks lead south and slightly west.
Are the dogs refusing to move forward, or they're just?
No, they're not refusing to move forward, but they're definitely on guard. They're like, you know how dogs are when they're like, they walk
Not sure.
slow and like
Ears up, like.
Yeah.
Can Ripper make like a perception check?
Sure. Yeah.
He wouldn't necessarily. He gets advantage on perception checks relying on hearing or smell.
Okay.
So I don't know if that will do anything.
Yeah.
But he got 21.
Uh-huh.
Just
Yeah, so he kind of picks up the scent of something. And Bhisma, you notice that it is in the direction of where you're tracking this aberration.
So Ripper can smell ghosts?
Well,
an aberration isn't necessarily a ghost. It's something extraplanar, I guess. I don't know what would
like
categorize.
your owl.
Like in another dimension?
I think Astra's celestial, which is also another dimension, but
so yeah,
I don't know if celestial beings are considered I think they might actually be considered aberrations.
Aberrations, they're like utterly alien beings. So think of like
So like the
natural.
So Ra in Stargate, the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unnatural, unconventional morphologies. I think. Let me see.
This is just Beesma telling me what this ghost is like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a ghost, but it's from space.
Space ghost,
Space
coast, coast to coast.
So yeah, it's not quite like a monstrosity. Like the manticore was a monstrosity.
Dead monstrosity.
That you fought. Aberrations are more like
like sexy? Like is a sexy ghost?
Well, they have no kind of worldly basis. I guess so. Like the manticore looked at least like it was like a mammal. Mammals slammed together into like this one monstrosity. Yeah, aberrations are kind of like alien, very non-humanoid.
So not like Ra from the movie Stargate.
No, yeah.
More like space ghost.
Can they take human form? Is that a thing? Humanoid form?
Beesma, tell us, can it take human form?
I think there are some actually slightly humanoid aberrations.
Yeah.
What if those are from Ghostbusters?
Slimer?
That
Slimer would be your favorite enemy.
Oh, that's true. Also, I just read my Primeval Awareness again.
Yeah.
You can use your action and expel one ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you. For 1 minute per level of spell slot you expend, you can sense whether the following creatures are present within 1 mile. Aberrations, celestial, dragons, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead. But it doesn't reveal the location or number. So what is the point?
Well, also, we already know, because we're tracking at least one aberration, so we already know that there's one down here. I guess the point would be like, how we're always like, check for traps. Like when we check the place, you would be like, boom, and then it would be like, there's a dragon.
Okay. Because it feels like we find these things out pretty quick, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for future reference.
Yeah,
things I forget we have.
Mark it under your, like, when I check a room for traps, I should also check for dragons.
Checklist.
Also, if this thing gets away and escapes or something like that, we're tracking it later, that could come in really handy to find out if we're on the right track.
Cool.
All right, shall we go after this ghost?
So yeah, basically you're tracking it. It's the tracks are kind of leading. Everything is telling you that whatever this is, it's gone that way.
Or shall we go the other way?
Yeah, it's your favorite enemy. There's nothing here makes it sound like we're gonna have a good time when we find it.
No, but I would keep tracking it. I think
This is something we need to clear out to
clear
out the mine.
We should have been a little bit more specific about our role. Clearing out the mine, and had them make a list so that we're not chasing down every scary.
That's true. That's a good point.
I think you can infer clearing the mine means like you basically are trying to idiot-proof this mine.
Oh, we have to kill
go back and burn the mushrooms.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Somebody's going to put a blue one in his mouth or something.
Oh, God. And then they won't be a friend with a tongue scraper.
Maybe just paint the blue ones a less appetizing color.
Like blue.
I'm going to use restroom, but yeah, let's follow this thing again.
I will stealthily follow the trail.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can... yeah. If you all want to go together, we'll do like a group stealth check. But Beastman, if you want to just scout ahead,
I can scout it.
Okay. You just okay. So you kind of tell everybody like, hang here for a sec. I'm gonna go scout and see what's up.
Yeah.
So you just make an individual stealth check for me.
while he's scouting,
Yeah.
Torque is going to go about 25 and 35 or 35 feet just to check out these other two junctions the opposite direction, just to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be stealthy, but not good at it.
Yeah, cool. So go ahead and roll yourself as well, Torque, for me.
Yeah.
24 for me.
Oh yeah, you're like the fucking just a gentle breeze.
5 for me.
Oh no, Torque!
It's all this chainmail.
Keep shushing yourself, like.
Shut up.
Okay, so I guess I'll resolve Torque's first here. So Torque, yeah, you see that up in this corner there's kind of 2 dead ends where the miners kind of just quit digging.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they were hitting like bedrock or just like kind of this impassable rock. So you as a dwarf too would be like, oh yeah, this shit is worthless. There's nothing this way. That makes sense.
Is there anything to that little at the junction, the very first junction that I would have come to?
The little green.
Yeah, that little green teddy bear looking thing.
Yes. An outcropping of like some very pale crystals.
Oh, Chris.
You can try and harvest some of those if you want, but I would say knowing what you know about this mine and knowing what you know about the people, the people that worked here, that if they didn't harvest it, it was probably for a good reason. So it was either not valuable or.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. I'm good with my minor excursion.
Okay. So then.
Minor excursion.
Wow, I almost went right past that. Thank you.
Come on, DJ.
Yeah.
So okay, Beastman, you get to about here, and you notice there is another kind of hole that goes down. It looks like if you look down it, it looks kind of similar to. Didn't you find another hole somewhere else?
The owl did.
Yeah, Astra looked down at least one of these holes.
Right. Yeah. So it looked like it went down pretty far, but then like kind of turned the corner underneath. So yeah, and you can confirm that is exactly what it does. Yeah, it goes down about 20 feet and then kind of goes underneath.
Do you think that maybe Torque should go down a hole?
I think this is going to be a game
Jump
of
up and
whack-a-mole.
down.
Oh yeah, good point.
We're totally going to be whack-a-moling here.
Can me and Ripper go up beside Beastma?
Sure.
We also do have infinite rope, remember?
Oh yeah.
I have 199 and a half feet of rope left.
I have some rope.
I have 50 feet of rope, so.
I love that I made you lose half of the rope just because of the bridge. Just to make it extra annoying for you.
Well, I mean, we made you calculate yards of skin.
But luckily Anna had a visual.
Yeah, so Beastma, you see that the tracks do go down that hole. But also there
Wait,
are...
we're talking wheel tracks.
No, at this point it is like some kind of creature.
But weren't there tracks from a cart that was wheeled by?
Yeah, so those tracks kind of ended right around here.
And no cart to be found?
It went up into the mushroom forest.
We never saw the cart when we were up in there.
Ghost cart.
Got pushed into the water.
Okay.
Or it might have been kind of
by mushrooms
absorbed. Yeah, so yeah, Beastman, you see the tracks go into this hole. That first set of tracks goes into that hole. You also see there's a second set of tracks that look very similar. And it looks like probably, let me double check. I mean, probably quadrupedal. You're thinking it's probably quadrupedal. They are probably,
Do I know what it is from the tracks?
Maybe. Yeah, they're about a foot wide. Roll survival.
With advantage, because my favored enemy.
Yeah.
Woo!
I rolled 2 8s, so 11.
Lucky.
So yeah, with that roll, you definitely know it's quadrupedal. And you notice that it's you know, it's a quadrupedal aberration, so that kind of narrows things down a bit. Let me see. Stand by. That's not the one that I wanted. That is also not the one that I wanted. Here we go. I'm trying to see how many of these aberrations are quadrupedal.
10 yards worth of aberration.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you know it could be a couple of different things. We aren't exactly sure what it is. I couldn't find, without doing 15 minutes of research, I can't find what all the quadrupedal ones are. But let's see, you know, roughly, so it's going to be a large creature. So it's going to be one size larger than you all.
Can I tell from the tracks if it was the same aberration with, you know, crossing two paths, or are they different tracks?
Yeah, it looks like it might be the same.
Okay.
But you also know that this may be something. You see these weird kind of thinner trails that are intermittently mixed in with these what are clear kind of foot pedals. And you think that whatever this creature is, it probably has at least 1 or 2 tentacles.
Oof.
No.
And so yeah, that second set leads this way.
Can I have Astra slip down the hole to see, like, which way the tunnel goes underneath?
Yeah, definitely. You want Astra to go down the hole that you're closest to?
Yeah. to start?
Yeah. So it's pretty tight for Astra. Actually, no, it's perfectly fine. Astra can fly in it. Sure. Yeah. And so once Astra gets down about 20 feet, you can see that these tunnels interconnect. So these holes interconnect with one another. There's kind of like this under layer, kind of like labyrinth layer. And have Astra... Well, actually, no. No, that's okay. Yeah. Do you want Astra to keep continuing to explore these underground?
So from what she can see now, they're not exactly underneath the tunnels that we...
Right.
On this level, they're kind of different.
Yeah. It's pretty labyrinthian.
You should have her come up the next nearest hole.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess she can see the light of the other hole, or...
Yeah, so
The light coming from the mushroom.
It's very maze-like down there. It's not as clear-cut as it is on the surface.
Uh-huh.
Because the surface was dug by dwarven miners, so it's got a bit more of like logic to it.
So this tunnels underneath look more like animal burrows.
Yeah, so they're kind of like going down, coming up,
like ant tunnels.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't think I don't particularly want to fight an aberration in those tunnels.
Are these tunnels big enough for us to get? I mean, you said this creature's larger than us. Are these tunnels big enough for us if we wanted to get in one?
Yeah, you can drop down there if you'd like.
And back up.
So is your plan then, Bisma, you want to try to wait until one of you comes back out of the hole and see what we can
to Torque's whack-a-mole comment, that is also going to be a bit of a challenge, I imagine. I don't know that idea.
We could stake out 6 holes. We could have a being on 6 holes and then just yell if we see something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in the horror movies when they say, let's split up.
And they always do.
Split up,
and it turns out fine.
So yeah, I mean, it wouldn't, our movement, being what it is, we might have to endure 2 rounds without help from others, but it's not the worst.
Is there anything around to block any of these, like the hole I'm looking at now? Is there enough? It would need a fair amount of stuff to block a hole, I imagine, but...
Yeah, like I said, there was not much left over in these tunnels. Now, if you wanted to maybe go back into the main hall and get shit to throw down there, you could probably do that.
So you're saying instead of dealing with the aberration, we trap the aberration underground by
or at least minimize the amount of holes that can come out.
Good point.
So,
how big are the holes? They're about 5 feet? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I would say they're a little bit under 5 feet, probably.
And how big is the screaming mushroom caps?
I thought they were 2.
Yeah, they're on the small-ish side.
What about the green ones? Also 2?
Yeah.
The other issue with this is that, I mean, it dug this hole to begin with, so...
It can dig more holes.
Yeah.
We could throw these glowing mushrooms down each hole, so maybe we can at least see at the bottom of each one.
Does it make a difference if most of us already have night vision, though?
Doesn't make a difference.
Good point, Buzz.
Yeah, put your face over the hole. Look down the hole. Go for it.
I put my face down the hole because I don't know what sarcasm is. The hole that is closest to me, so like the short one.
Yeah.
I mean, send Astra down the holes to scout and maybe, poke it into following her out. The worst thing that can happen to Astra is if she takes a hit, she'll disappear, and I'll have to sit for an hour and cast a spell.
You know a lot about these space ghosts. Do they like anything in particular? Like, do they like gemstones? Do they like food? Do they like invisible mushroom skin? Do they like beer? Is there anything we could like attach to one of Astra's feet and as a like, lure?
TJ, do I know this?
Yeah.
Sitting up all night in your college, just like, what do these guys like to eat?
You tried to join the aberration like society to learn more about them, but they didn't like it.
I was looking at a web page, and then I minimized the window, and I just see Vinod going. That was awesome. Yeah. So you know that aberrations, they kind of have they have different kind of motivations. The ones that are more on the intelligence spectrum are, they have kind of evil machinations. We're talking about beholders, we're talking about illithids, stuff like that. And then there are some on the other end of the spectrum that are like more concerned with sort of primal things that are more animalistic in nature.
All right.
You think that given where these creatures are and the nature of like a beholder's probably not going to dig holes.
Yeah.
So you think this is going to be more on the side of the what did I just say? So like, like more primal driven.
Okay, hear me out. Take a beaver pelt, douse it with one of those vials of orc perfume we have. Right?
Was that a vial or a prestidigitation?
We had 3 vials of orc perfume.
That's right. Yes.
So we take a beaver pelt, cover it in orc perfume, and tie it to Astra's foot.
With 999 and a half feet of rope?
Probably just half a foot of rope. And then when Astra comes up against, comes across this thing, she just flips, flies the other way, and lures him out of the hole.
Sure. She can just hold it, too.
How will you ever use that half foot of rope?
With her wings? How would she fly away?
No, she's got talent.
We don't want her to drop it if she has to defend herself, and she's like, no! We don't want her to drop it, because then it won't work. So I think tying it to one talon, that way we don't lose a beaver pelt.
We do use a half a foot of rope.
But we're going to need a half a foot of rope.
We're never going to make it through this campaign if we keep giving up all this rope.
All these half feet of rope.
It turns out that we get back and they're like, okay, real test was how much rope you got with you.
How much rope we got with you?
Where do you want to post up?
I think we're going to need one of us at each of these holes. I think we should just
we could claim
maybe
2 holes at a time.
We can post up between a couple holes.
Mm-hmm.
And then since you can see through her eyes, you might be able to be like, as soon as she comes up, we'll know which hole she came out of by who she sees, and I'll try to meet where that person is.
Are we having this conversation like echoing through the tunnel back and forth?
Very loudly.
Me and Bisma are talking quite quietly. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Torque talking
I
to
mean,
himself
I'm still looking in
telepathically.
that.
You want to assume that people are here?
Yeah.
Bisma's not having the conversation in Celestial. It will not understand.
Yeah, let's try it. I mean, we got to flush it out somehow.
Perfect.
I think the concern being, I think the initial whack-a-mole concern that
So you want
though
to
if it's animalistic, maybe it won't be that intelligent with
yeah.
kind of
So
the
we
tunnels.
want to post up by the holes before we send them down. So I'll take the hole that's directly behind where this hole. Yeah, send me up there. That's my hole.
Do you want Ripper with you, or do you want Ripper?
No, Ripper's gonna go toward the place where there's two holes that you can kind of see at once. Now the other two. Yeah, so he's gonna be watching. Can you put him right between them?
Mm.
Because he's got that keen smell. Yeah, might not make it in time. Well aware. You gotta back me up though, so that
Yeah, you want to be up so you can see down that hallway.
yeah, well, yeah, that should be fine right where I'm at.
Okay.
That way, if you guys see me, then you can run to my aid.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
So that is three holes covered. Well, I guess technically that hole's covered too.
Well,
Nothing's out. If Bobby, you're gonna see it. If it tries to go this way, Ripper's gonna see it.
yeah, and also if Astra flies up and sees that weird crystal thing, then we'll know which hole it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because we got that crystal marker.
Yeah.
Well, the other issue with this is I will know what hole it came out of.
Right.
Yeah.
You're tied with Astra.
Whoever sees Astra and me will know what's up.
Yeah, we'll know that, it's coming, and then you'll be like, you'll rush toward whoever is you see through Astra's eyes. Can you see the hole in front of you and through Astra's eyes at the same time?
No. I
So you
pick one.
can't come, why don't you put your back to a wall?
It's like warging, isn't it? Like you kind of just go.
Yeah, that's like work. Yeah.
Yeah, you
What?
could just fill in this dead end that we're all sitting.
Yeah, you could be back, you could have your back in the wall, that dead end, and that way you're covering kind of two at once.
And I can like sit in front of you and watch the other two holes.
Sure.
So
Okay.
okay. So you want to be here, and then
Torque's watching those two holes.
got
Yeah.
it. Astra's flying down below, so that leaves Silmaz and Kipper.
So where Ripper is in that hallway, yeah. Towards the Is there another hole on the bottom of that? Because I can't. Or the other side.
Here, and then
Brother.
Well,
Well,
you just won't know.
yeah, let's see if it'll work. I mean,
Because you'll fly toward yourself, so if it is
Yeah.
working as a lure, then it's going to come up. It's going to come
Gonna
north anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
okay,
go fishing.
Vision.
time to fish. All right. So you're sending Astra down with the rope,
A-
the pelt tied to it.
a pelt, a perfume-soaked pelt.
Orc perfume.
Hmm.
Smells like orc.
Lady Orc.
Yeah, so Astra is kind of flying through this labyrinth, kind of dragging this. How long is the rope?
Half.
It's tied to her foot.
Yeah, I think it's just like short.
Wrapped around, yeah.
Okay, got
This
it.
is half a foot.
So it's basically tied around Astra's foot.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Astra is kind of winding her way through this kind of labyrinthian thing, labyrinthian kind of catacomb thing. And she turns a corner, and you see this. Should be setting now.
Yee. Do I know what it is when I see it?
Yeah. You know that it's AH-TEE-UGGS.
It has eyes in a thing.
It's basically the mushroom thing without the mushrooms.
Oh.
So you know that, AH-TEE-UGGS are a type of Golgothra, which are strange aberrations that dwell underground and delight in the eating of filth and offal. Awful.
Poop and guts.
Strange-looking creatures, bloated, oval-shaped bodies, typically around 8 feet. These ones look a little bit smaller, though. It has like a disgusting rock-like hide. As this thing kind of notices, it kind of smells and notices Astra, it starts to chase.
Get her up!
And
Get
actually,
her up a hole!
have Astra make a dexterity check for me real quick, because a tentacle shoots out.
Oh.
This long tentacle with it's kind of bedecked in rough, thorny growths, and ends in a leaf-shaped pad bearing rows of more sharp spikes.
16.
How much?
16.
Yeah, so it shoots out, and Astra kind of ducks down real quick, but still kind of is flying out, so it shoots right above and misses. And Astra comes flying out this.
Wow. She didn't get very far.
Everybody roll initiative.
Someone's got to tell us where to go.
So as Astra flies out of the hole, you probably like de-warg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this kind of that creature, Isma, just is like comes in and is perched atop this hole right here. So it's basically right. It comes out right next to you, Tor.
I got a 6.
Whoa.
I got a 9.
13.
13. Awesome.
15.
15. Perfect. And then the creatures are going to get. That's a pretty good
Wait, there's
roll.
more than one?
That sounded like plural.
Oh, whoops.
Shit.
They're going to get a 17. Beastma, you also know these things can communicate with one another telepathically.
No.
They have a limited telepathy.
Got to bash their brains. Can they read our minds?
Yeah, they can't read your minds.
Oh, motherfuckers. Can they blue mushroom our minds?
Wasn't that creature
Undetermined.
in the manor?
The psychic eye monster?
Psychic eye monster. Yeah, psychic. Couldn't it? It was speaking to us in our minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That creature definitely could.
Cool. It's becoming a theme.
Who has the psychic ward?
I have the piece of magical shit that I have blocks psychic shit.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's one that appears there as well.
Whoa.
Oh, good.
It's a bundle of spears.
And
Hair.
there's another one that appears here.
Oh,
Can you move the map down a little bit more?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Thanks. I'm fine. I leave. Bye. Just kidding.
And then these creatures, they're looking pretty hungry. So I think they're just going to try and get at whatever they can. And let's see. So yeah, let's see. So this one here is going to, it's going to try and grab two of its tentacles. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, that's not great. Not bad. And that one's not great. So with it tries to bite you, Torque. You're able to just smack it away with your shield. One of the tentacles misses you, and the third tentacle actually does hit. Or I'm sorry, no. Let me ask you: does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So then it's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and then it's going to those kind of hooks are going to try and grapple into you. So give me a dexterity save.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, okay. So you are not grappled by this tentacle. And then this one here is going to, it's just going to move slightly this way. And it is going to, these tentacles are so long that it can actually, 5, 10. Okay, yeah, it's going to move here. And it's going to shoot one tentacle here and one tentacle at Kipper. So the tentacle at Ripper, unnatural 20.
oof.
And Kipper is a 19.
All right.
So both make dexterity saving throws for the dogs.
9. Wait,
Natural
sorry.
20.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, 11.
Okay, so Ripper takes 5 damage but is not grappled.
All right.
Kipper takes 3 damage, but it is grappled.
Aw.
So this tentacle is kind of wrapped around Kipper on this one. And then so this one is also going to try and hit Ripper. It's going to go for a bite.
Oh, look at my fire.
13.
Nope.
Okay, misses its bite. And it misses both tentacle attacks.
I have a question.
Yes.
It wouldn't have hit either way, but do we still have our mage armor
8
after
hours.
that short rest?
It lasts 8 hours.
Oh, okay. Then,
you
yeah,
do.
great. Perfect.
Okay, and so now it is Beastma's turn. So you de-ward.
I'll have Astra help me shoot an arrow at it.
Okay,
Maybe she can like whack it in the face with that beaver pelt.
nice.
Thank you, Beaver Pelt.
Ooh. 19.
19 will hit. Yeah.
All right. And I will add some force damage. 16.
Yeah, nice. It'll take that 16. Looks pretty unfazed.
Ay, ay.
Okay, is there anything else you can or want to do?
I'm going to ask Torque, can you shove it so we can get by it and regroup? Like shove it back towards the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Though I guess it's going to move before I can move anyways.
Well, at least then you could flank it, maybe.
Yeah.
Or just try to shove it toward the group.
Yeah, just keep pushing it towards Bobby.
toward the group, and we'll meet up over here and fight them.
I'll just say, yeah, then Torque, see if you can move it so I can get by
Okay.
in a box, right?
Torque too, you can, you probably know this, but you can, you know, you don't have to move then attack. You can attack then move or do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Is it my go?
Yeah, oh, sorry. It's, yeah, Torque is up next, and then Silmaz is after Torque.
Okay.
Torque, Silmaz, and Bobby.
To switch a weapon, I forget, that's a free action?
Yeah.
Okay. But to switch back, I would have to wait till the next turn. So is that how that works?
I think switching a weapon is part of your attack. So if you're taking an attack action, you can you're like, okay, I have a weapon. I'll put my shield away, use two hands. Then, or yeah.
I always forget this stuff.
So it's included with the action.
Yeah, okay.
I think that makes sense. So if you want to
I just want to stab it with the dagger.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So you can definitely, so right now I assume you have your hammer and your shield out.
Yeah.
So you want to sheathe your hammer, pull out your dagger, and stab it?
Yeah.
Totally. Yep,
Okay.
you can do that.
Cool, then I will try that. It's a 21.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So, and I'll make that a psionic strike while we're at it.
Ooh.
No, wait. I won't do that. I'm going to save the psionic power. I don't know. Yeah, for shoving. I don't know if I could do that twice in one move. It doesn't say anything about how many times during a turn you can use your psionic. But without do a psionic strike, so that's 7 points of piercing damage plus 5 points of poison damage.
Ooh. So do I have to roll?
I don't know what the stats are on the dagger. All I know is it's a 1d6 of poison damage.
Yeah. 1d6 of poison, and I think I do have to roll a Constitution save.
No idea what the DC would be for this dagger. I don't have
Yeah,
it written down.
let's say it's 14.
Okay. DC
That
14.
sounds pretty good. This thing has pretty good Constitution.
Mm.
So that is. Oh yeah, it has a huge bonus to its Constitution saving throw. It's going to be 18. So it's not poison, but it does take. How much was it damage?
It was 7 piercing and 5 poison.
Got
So
it. 12 total.
Yeah.
So it's at 28.
And then I'm gonna, with a bonus action, telekinetically shove it.
Got it.
It has to make a strength saving throw
Got it.
of 12. It has to beat 12.
It only rolled a 9.
Great. Then I will use my psionic die. I can shove it up to 5 feet. It was a weak use, but that's fine.
Do you want to
Towards
shove
the hole.
it west?
Towards the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will shove it right here. So it's basically right at the edge of this hole now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
And then I will advance toward it.
Okay. Nice. So like right here?
Yep. And say, can you squeeze behind me?
Nice.
Yes. You think that you can.
And then I'll call it a day.
Nice.
I'm going home. Torque's leaving.
Lays down his weapons.
Walks out.
Right. Silmaz and Kipper's restrained.
He is. I'm gonna two-handed cleaver the tentacle that's hanging on the Kipper.
Okay. Go for it.
Does a 9 hit?
A 9 does not hit.
Darn it.
Or
Okay.
if you hit, it's just not, it's a glancing blow. So basically this thing's hide is like, it looks like rock. So, and you just kind of.
Oof.
Can Kipper get out of the grapple?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, so let's see.
5 and 0.
Oh, he checked out of called it a day also.
So yeah, roll either an acrobatics or a athletics. Well, I guess, do creatures have? Yeah, you have
Yeah, there's a difference.
strength or dex, I guess, whichever is higher.
Okay. Dex is +2, so unnatural 20.
Yeah, so maybe that glancing blow kind of deflected or rocked that tentacle enough so that Kipper was able to squirm out of it. And so yeah, Kipper is no longer restrained.
Nice. And he's gonna turn around and try to bite that guy.
Nice.
Whoa, Kipper was restrained, not grappled? That's incredible.
Yeah.
19.
That's bad news.
Does a 19 hit?
Oh, you know what? Restrained means that you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. But
Oh, that would have been an 18 versus no, then I wouldn't have rolled. Never mind.
right. That's okay. I messed up. That's all good. So what did you roll? I'm sorry.
Does 19 hit?
19 hits. Yep.
Cool. And then 4. Oh wow. That was the max, 12.
Nice. So this one takes 12 damage.
Can it be knocked prone?
Pack tactics.
I will check. Uh, 18.
Nope. I mean, it saves.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So it is now Ivavi's and Ripper's.
All right. Ivavi's going to use their 30 feet to get right up behind the guy.
Got it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah. And we're gonna try out my new toy. And I'm just gonna shoot it with 3 magic missiles out of the wand.
Okay. So you'd probably want to not be in melee range.
Oh, okay.
So you could probably do it from right here.
Yeah, I'll do it from right there. Sure.
Cool. I mean, you can if you want. You just... Actually, I don't know how that would work with Magic Missile.
Do those auto hit like the ones
they-
on my?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you like just send them behind? They'd loop around and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get me right there.
Awesome. You just
All
like
right, I'm gonna.
blank, just like.
I don't know how this works. I just got this thing. That's 3d4. Ooh, that is.
Yeah. You can
It says
expend
3.
more charges if you want.
No, I want to do 1. Well, do I still do? Does it still shoot 3 darts for 1 charge?
So
Because the first level version of Magic Missile is 3 darts.
right. You can use
I
your
think
action
so.
to fire the Magic Missile spell from the wand.
Yeah.
Expend 1 to 3 of the wand's charges. For each charge you expend beyond 1, the spell level increases by 1. So yeah, basically one
charge would be a level 1 magic missile, right?
Which
Right.
is 3 darts.
Yeah.
All right.
Level 7 magic missile.
Well, and the first dart was a 1, so that's a 1 + 1, so that's a 2. The second dart was a 4, so it's 5, so 7 total. And the third dart was another 1, so another 2, so 9 total magic missile damage on this guy.
Okay, yeah. Bobby just walks up to this thing and just goes immediately. So it's 9, you said?
Yeah.
Got it. It takes 9 force damage from that magic.
This is pretty cool.
And yeah, you can mark off the expenditures
Yep.
of charges if you can there for me.
Yep. I have it in my notes section along with what the rules are. All right, and then Ripper's gonna turn and try to bite him.
This one here?
Yeah.
Awesome. Go for it. I'll roll a strength check.
So he's 10 feet away from me, not 5, so he's not gonna get pack tactics.
Right.
Unfortunately. All right. Mm-hmm. 21 to hit.
Yep. That'll hit. I rolled a 19 for the strength saving throw.
Sick. Do I roll again for that? For strength? Yeah.
Oh, no, that was just so he doesn't get knocked prone. But you can roll your damage.
Yes. Okay. So it's 2d4 + 1. That's a 3 and a 2. So 6 bite damage. 6
Nice.
piercing damage.
So this is at 15. This
What
thing's
a jerk.
fine.
And then, yeah, he's just gonna chill there with me.
Okay. All right. So then now it is the creature's turn. So this one is going to turn and face whatever fired those energy bolts at it. and is going to try and bite.
Gross.
Actually, yeah, that's within range. No, I think it's just going to do tentacle attacks.
Boo.
Because I think that little thing, that little wall jutting out, is it wouldn't be able to get a bite in. Oh God, what is that? 24.
That will hit me. And
It-
Ripper.
Ooh, 25.
That will also hit us.
So then, roll me a acrobatics or athletics check to see if you're grappled.
15 for Vavi. And for Ripper.
Oh no, that was just
Just for Vavi? Okay, so 15.
Okay, so you do not get grappled.
Cool.
Which can grapple one target. Okay. But you do take some piercing damage. You actually take bludgeoning and piercing damage.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Where's my D8? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that is 7 damage.
Sick.
So it'll be 2 bludgeoning, 5 piercing.
Got it.
Okay, and so this next one, it's going to turn 5, 10. So it's going to try and hit one tentacle at Ripper. That does not hit. And then it's going to try and bite and tentacle Kipper. So the bite misses. The tentacle will hit. That is a 17 plus 6 with a 23. So go ahead and roll me strength or dex, whichever's higher. And it'll be 7 points of damage to Kipper. The number you're looking to hit is 13, by the way. For Kipper.
Your mic go out?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, we can't hear you. Oh, there we go.
Just for a second.
Hello?
Hey!
19.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Kipper's not grappled.
Okay. But he does take 7 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay.
We were wondering what types of calculations you were doing.
No, I think this is like, I think I smelled soda on it at some point, but it's sometimes sticky.
I get it.
All right. So top of the, well, the creatures are at the top of the order, but then Bhisma is up next.
All right, I'm gonna move like 20. I still want to take an arrow shot at him, so like 20 feet up, I guess, the passage there.
Got it. Cool. And
Then I'll
ask
have
for assist.
Yes.
Okay.
26.
Oh, yeah.
11 more damage.
11 more damage. So it is at 39. yeah, it looks like it's taken some damage, but it's still rather intact, rather pissed off still. Cool.
I'm gonna go another 5 feet up to
Got it.
burn some more movement.
Nice.
Do you know, because it's your favorite enemy, do you know their weaknesses?
I have advantage on wisdom checks.
But you
I
don't
guess-
know if like it's weak against slashing or bludgeoning or fire
Whenever
or perfume.
20 minutes.
Can I roll something to see if I know that?
Yeah. Stand by. Hold on one sec. Sorry, guys.
Taylor. Yeah. How you doing? Good. Good. When's your meeting? Huh? At 5? Well, how are you want to do dinner? Okay. That's fine with me. Just checking. See if you wanted me to do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry about that. What was the question?
Can I roll to see if I know of any weaknesses that these have? Or no?
Yeah, you would probably. Okay, yeah. Give me. I guess that would be survival.
$19.
Yeah, as far as weaknesses go, you know that they're naturally armored. No weaknesses that you know of. You know that it has, it has multi-attack. You know that it has that limited telepathy, which is probably how it is able to make that coordinated, all three of them popping up at once. You know that it has quite a few. It's a tough creature, so it can take a lot of damage. You probably know that it has dark vision, that it speaks its own language as well. But as far as damage, yeah, basically there's no type of damage that is better or worse than other types of damage. And it doesn't really resist any types of damage.
It just can take a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's not great.
No.
Dirty little mole.
All right.
Oh, you may have said after that hit, does it look slowed or weakened at all?
Maybe about how do I want to say this?
Like 30% weakened? Or?
Yeah, maybe slightly less, just slightly less than that. It's lost about.
Some
These
calculation.
guys just going, "Well, guys, this sucks."
If it has 4 legs, one of its legs is feeling a little wonky. Maybe it's starting to limp slightly with just one leg out of the 4. Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. So that with that, Torque Flippin is up next.
No.
Great. In that case, I'm going to start with my bonus action. Actually, yeah, I'm going to start with my bonus action and try and do another telekinetic shove
Okay.
of this thing. So it makes a strength saving throw of 12 or higher.
15.
Cool. So it saves.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm just going to hit it with the hammer.
Nice. You gonna double hand it?
No.
Okay.
Just a single-handed hammer. But I did switch out my dagger and hammer on this one, I guess.
Got it. Totally.
And roll the natural 1, so that's a 7.
Ooh, okay. Let me roll on the critical hit table.
Uh-huh.
I mean the critical fumble table.
Critical self-hit.
Are you gonna fall out of a tree?
Probably.
Oh boy. So a 34 means you fall down prone. So
Cool. Wow. All right, well, I haven't used any of my movement, so I'll use half of it to stand back up again.
There you go. Whoa!
Nobody saw that.
I'm gonna take him around the block and go.
But don't you? Isn't your movement like 1,000? So aren't you just gonna leap
Just spin.
horizontally 50 feet now?
Something like that.
you can actually move 15 feet, yeah, right? Because it only takes half your movement to get up.
Right. But I've also got an action surge, so I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to hit again.
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling embarrassed.
The only one who saw it was Bisma.
And that was a 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That'll
yeah.
do it.
Cool.
That'll do.
So that's, hey, 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Toledo.
The kneecap is at the very least shattered at this point, right?
For sure. It's down to, he's now a tripod.
51. Yeah, this thing is looking like not as spry as it was when first you saw it climb out of this hole. Perhaps is starting to consider whether it's bit off more than it can chew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hasn't even bit me yet.
Are you gonna? Is that action surge instead of moving?
I mean, I'll move just. Yeah, no, I don't want to move. I'm gonna stay. Actually, I'll move 5 feet north, just to help block the tunnel a little bit.
Yeah. You can actually, I think that's considered a shift.
Yeah, I'm not out of his range. If I was out of his range, I just wouldn't move.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that doesn't provoke attacks.
I'm just trying to block. Does it look like I'm block? I don't want him to escape this area with the hole. Like, am I better off where I was?
He could probably slip by you, but
because it looks like those two squares bisect each other a bit. So I don't know.
right. Yeah, so this is essentially 5 feet, but it's split amongst two squares.
Right. Can I do the same opposite of him?
Oh, you mean you want to do this?
With the grid.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you do that.
Yeah, I just want to block his way out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, from the way that the graph is laid out, the map is laid out,
Yeah.
doesn't make sense, but you're not in a graph in the game.
Right.
If you want to just stand in the opening, that's totally cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want him to try and squeeze by me or anything.
Yeah, that might make it a little bit harder for Beastma to get an arrow around, perhaps. But we can talk about that when we get to it.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm able to do Silmaz's turn and Avavi's turn. before I have to call it quits.
Okay.
So Silmaz, then Evavi.
Cool. I'm gonna double-handed try to cleaver this guy again.
So yeah, okay, cool. You'd have to probably go up one square because right now you're 10 feet away,
Okay.
and he doesn't have Kipper in his tentacle.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Cool, go for it.
Chair spot. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Cool.
So you have to enter this zone right here is like the cleave land.
Oh, Cleveland.
Right.
That's where you guys are from, right?
Yeah.
Double-handed. This is a 10 and not a 12. Yeah. 13.
Yeah. So he's at 25. Okay. Yeah. That one, similarly to the other one before, 1 out of 4 of its legs looks like it wobbly. All right. Kipper's up.
Yeah, Kipper's gonna go for a chomps.
Got it.
Ooh. 8.
8 does not hit. It's
All
high,
right.
a little bit too rough. Kipper's kind of filed his teeth a little bit on that
Oh
one.
no. He just bit into rocks.
Yeah. I feel like Kipper would love that though.
Yeah, kind of like the cleaning.
Yeah. Cool. Is there anything else you can/want to do?
I don't think there's anything I can do. No.
Cool. Evavi and Ripper.
All right. Evavi's like, this one's pretty cool. So I can use, you said up to 3 charges at a time?
Yes.
Scrolling down to it.
Let me just double check.
It says you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges.
Right.
So I don't know if there's a top end of that.
This will spell 1 to 3 of the wand's charges. 1 to 7 charges. Spend 1 to 3 of the wand's charges.
Okay, so can I use 3 in one go?
Yeah, but you know, I think a charge equals a magic missile.
It says for 1 charge, you cast the first level version of the spell.
I think
Okay.
it ratchets up the spell level, right?
You're
Yeah.
saying, oh, okay. So if you cast,
For the bow, it's at 1 charge adds more missiles. I know.
It's like 1 missile per level, right? So you start with 3, and then level 2 is a 4th missile.
No,
Level 3 is a
So
Got
same thing.
so
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you spend 1, it's 3 magic missiles. 2, it's 4 magic missiles. 3, it's 5 magic missiles.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend 3 charges,
Got it. Okay.
and I'm gonna do 5 magic missiles on it from right where I am.
Sick.
So 3 plus 4, 7, plus 2, 9,
Nice.
plus 5 is 14. That was 4. So 1 more.
Yeah.
Plus 4, so 18.
Okay.
18 damage with the magic missile.
Very nice. So
And I blow on the tip of the wand, like, and then
33.
can Ripper shift closer to me so that Ripper's within 5 feet of me to get pack tactics advantage?
Yeah.
All right, so Ripper's just gonna shift up there and try to bite this guy again.
Okay.
So he gets to attack with advantage. First roll was an 8. Second roll is a 22. Does 22 hit?
22 hits.
Great.
Heck yeah.
Definitely not prone.
And he is knocked prone. Great. So 3 plus 1
I
plus
rolled,
1.
5.
So it's just 5 points of damage from that bite.
5 points. 53.
33.
You can see this one compared to the other one. You would see that this one is more injured.
Huh.
Prone. I'm
And,
gonna say prone to injury.
Mm.
awesome. Thank you, everybody. I have to
Doggy day.
dog
Doggy day.
first.
Great, great news.
Dog meeting.
Gotta teach